And this rap shit's in need of an immediate purge. I'm only interested in action. Naturally, I'm vigilant with passion. The Lionsgate I'm behind is no acting. The NBA and the streets got three things in common. The players in it are good with stealing, shooting, and passing. If you ain't got the footwork, you ain't gon' make the workout. A lot have tried, but ended up dead before the draft. Dirty flow like an abandoned house basement. Roaming the underground, I was bred under the pavement. The bars off the boat, fresh dope and it's the pipeline. Potent enough to overdose for 3 lifetimes. Y'all niggas can't be serious. They got you confused, the album sales determines who the best is. And we know damn well none of them niggas close to that. Poke out your chest like Superman and we gon' open that. Expect a militant approach. When I'm stepping in, I'm focused with no intention to fail, cause they hoping that. Instrumentally toned for destruction. The bass ain't even needed, cause the drum got bullets sounding like an open hat. Under the ground is overly live. You coming hot, you getting covered with the Shade 45. This sport requires a different kind of cloth, and you ain't cut for it. You ain't got the mind equipped enough to survive under the pavement.
Yo, what's up, man? It's Under the Pavement, the podcast. This is episode 4. I am William Bostic, your host with the most motherfucking flavor in the world. Today's guest is my man Sixx, movie director, fucking music producer. This guy does everything. If he ain't doing it, then something's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sixx, I want to welcome you to the podcast,
thanks
my
a
guy.
lot, William, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
No doubt.
Always respect these type of podcasts.
No doubt.
As far as, you premiering emerging people, man, that's a good thing. So I definitely
trying to
salute
just
that.
shed light on those that I know some of these major platforms
Right.
are not going to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These motherfuckers,
Right.
they be gatekeeping.
Yeah,
and
they
I'll be
do.
the first to tell them, stop gatekeeping. But let's get into who you are. Where you from, man?
Where I'm from?
Yeah.
I was born and raised in the South BX.
Okay.
Actually, Forest Projects.
BX
Then,
stand up?
Yeah. Then when I was a teenager, I moved to Jackson Avenue.
Okay.
And then from there, just been living in the Bronx, and the last 10 years, moved out to the Burbies in CT. So,
Nice.
Life is good, and at the same time, close proximity to New York City. So,
Hell yeah, it's always
yeah.
good. It's always good to get the fuck out the city. Me,
Exactly.
I got out. 914 was happening.
Exactly. And you remember I mentioned earlier, it's like, you're proud of New York because it shaped and molds you into the man that you are. But when you're not living there no more, it's great to have the option to leave and get that peace and tranquility, man.
Factual.
I know
That is
you're
a whole
experiencing that too. So.
I'm super experiencing it, super enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like,
As you
I don't
should.
know, I guess I'm getting into like my old man shit. I'm like, stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
just go away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. On a positive note, you got a lot of stuff that you've done in the past, but you got some good stuff on the way. Things that the little details that you were telling me. I know we can't speak about all of it. There's certain things that have the confidentiality still.
Of course. Right.
But can we talk about the micro dramas?
Yes, we could talk about the microdramas. So the microdramas, I'm actually announcing the name today publicly on your podcast.
Wow.
So the name, so the name of the microdrama series is called Harbor Thoughts.
Nice.
Right. So Harbor Thoughts basically is a story of 11 characters. So these 11 characters have backstories, and they have tons of baggage that they have in their lives, and it basically coincides around the one-centered character, Bruce Bradshaw, which is a private investigator. It's actually played by my guy, Laurice King. And, Laurice King got a litany of stuff out there.
Shout out to Laurice King.
Yeah, definitely big shout out to him. And, it's a micro-drama series, and, the episodes are going to be anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds. Because as you mentioned earlier, these people, they got short attention spans.
Fucking attention span.
Yeah, it's almost like...
I'm like smoke more weed and pay attention.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers, I don't know what it is. Red Bull in 2 seconds, we ain't got your attention no more. crazy.
or something. They need something to slow them
Fucking
down,
nuts.
to slow themselves down, some kind of sedative or something. But anyhow, basically this series is specifically designed for the whole microdrama phenomenon, vertical
Okay.
thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
So you notice a lot of the shows, a lot of them are, comedy, romance, which I'm not knocking those genres, but with Harbor Thoughts, it's basically a crime drama thriller.
Nice.
So you do see microdramas out there, but you never see them in that genre.
Yeah, I've
right.
kind of I've seen a lot of the comedy, the love story comedies,
Yeah,
or like the
the
little hood
vegetables.
comedy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, this is kind of redundant. Like, what is the next play? You know?
Right.
So
yeah.
it's interesting that it's going to be a drama. That's good.
Yeah, because me and my team, and I got a team of 3 producers, and they all have like structural expertise, and and just setting up the whole process with this Harbor Thoughts, and it's just like it's just what we aim to do, boss, is that we wanna be one of the people to trailblaze a certain type of microdramas, because what happened is that right now it's not a new phenomenon.
Yeah.
But it's not old, so people still catching on to it. So we're not trying to get in the game when it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
We're trying to be one of the first of the first, you know? So,
Gotcha.
yeah, so that's where we headed at. So.
That's what's up. Well, now, where are these going to be airing?
Oh, they're gonna be airing on, of course, your platforms, IG Reels, TikTok, and the
This
YouTube
is like
Shorts.
a genius fucking idea, I swear.
Yeah, and I'm not the only one doing it.
Because I'm like, all right, I understand the attention span,
Yeah,
and that's like the main focus is to get people to fucking like pay attention.
Right.
90 seconds is great.
Right,
Now
but-
they gotta watch a couple of different ones to get the whole story. It's dope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like part of our plan is like we're probably gonna release like a few episodes for free, kind of like the worm on the fish hook, and then once
Nice.
people see it, then they can either go onto the website or Patreon, and you know what I mean. And it was
Or maybe
so
even
we got
design
like a
your
whole
own
plan.
app, or maybe even design your own app.
Right. So yeah, we got
for
those
that.
stuff in the works. There's a lot of things
Nice.
percolating that.
Nice.
That I could disclose, and there's certain things that I can't.
No doubt, no doubt,
So, you
no
know what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Hell yeah. Everything's got to have a little bit of hush hush on it, because
Oh,
if
no.
not,
Yeah.
shit, ideas start flying.
Right.
How did you even get into wanting to write movies and scripts? Like, what was the motivation there? It's like,
It's funny, boss, because like I kind of stumbled onto it by accident. I could tell you a real funny story. I mean, my musical pedigree. I make beats or whatever. And in terms of that, back in 2012, I had a friend of mine's by the name of Gamal Bautista. He was, I'm not sure if he's in the film game now, but anyhow, he was one of the first people that actually approached me about starring on a web series. So I told him, I said, listen, I really don't want to be an actor or a writer. I just want to score it. So as part of the deal, he basically wanted me to play a character called Killer Mike.
okay.
So I said to him, I said, you know what? I never acted before, but I tell you what, I'll do this role if you let me score the whole series. So from there, we did a couple of test runs. He saw that, just by natural ability, he saw my acting.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he said, hey, Sixx, man, why you don't play this role, man? Because you got some acting chops.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, yo, I'm not a trained actor.
Yeah.
So I kind of like stumbled upon this film business by accident, really for my love of hip hop
I could dig
and
it.
me negotiating to do something else when I wind up, doing other things, you know?
Nice.
So that
Young fans,
Yeah.
young people, take fucking note. Take note. That's how you do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes when you get in a particular industry, and because you're a Renaissance man yourself, you could wind up doing beats, or you could wind up, let's say, rapping, and then it could lead into something else.
Totally.
So that's how my journey
It's a
has
bunch of
really
different
come
shit.
about. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how I got here to this fucking podcast shit.
Right. But-
Making beats, DJing, and doing radio, and realizing there's certain things you can't do on radio
Right.
that we could do here.
But you know what's the essence, boss? Hip hop, man. Everything is
course, of
predicated
course. It's the
from
culture.
from the energy,
Comes
the
from the
culture.
culture.
Yeah,
All the
man,
way,
you
all the
know?
way.
And just to let the public know, even with Harbor Thoughts, I'm actually gonna compose some of the music, and
Nice.
hopefully I can get your help on that. But that's
yeah,
a whole
for
nother
sure.
conversation
sure.
for another day.
On a quick side note, Jay-Z, graffiti is a part of hip hop. I don't know what the fuck you was talking about, homeboy.
Yeah.
I just had to put that in there. I just had to interject real quick.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Sean fucking Carter.
He said that.
He said that graffiti was no longer a part of hip hop.
Nah, bugging. That's an aesthetic. That's an original aesthetic of hip
I
hop.
almost
bro.
lost my shit that day. I almost broke my phone. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
Yo, that's crazy.
Especially like I'm a graffiti artist.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, yeah, you bugging, son.
Right.
Fuck you mean we not a part of hip hop? Anyway,
That sounds crazy. And coming from Jay, that sounds crazy.
that's the thing.
I know,
It's
he's
like,
an icon,
come
you know
on,
what I'm saying?
son. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, that's not an element of hip hop.
Nah, that's an element.
Tripping.
And it's just like breakdancing. It might not be relevant, but it's still an element of hip hop.
It's one of the fucking the founding fucking pillars of fucking
Right, exactly.
rap or hip hop, the culture. Fuck does he mean? I
Exactly.
was tripping on that. Like,
Well, let me ask you this real quick,
up?
like all subject. What was your thoughts on them having like breakdancing in the Olympics and stuff? Like,
holy shit. Yo,
Since
I'm
we on
glad-
that little
I'm glad you
topic.
said that. I'm glad you
Yeah,
brought
yeah.
that shit up. Let's
Yeah.
get into this, right?
no doubt. Let's get into it.
Fucking Olympics. Fucking breakdancing in the Olympics.
Oh man,
First off, we not even gonna get into the lady who looked like a fucking electric glowworm doing whatever the fuck she was doing and disrespecting the culture.
yeah, that was kind of foul.
But breaking wasn't intended to be a sport.
It really wasn't, right?
Shit is a battle, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a battle of culture, dance, feeling, expression.
Mm-hmm.
Shit got no place in the fucking Olympics. I'm sorry. I don't even know how, like, no disrespect to Crazy Legs. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
Legs, you my guy and all that, but I don't even know how you co-sign that shit, bro. Like, that shit was weird.
Yeah, it was.
And that, like, what made it even more weird was the judging system.
yeah,
The way they judged it and graded it, and I was like, what the fuck?
And let me ask you, like, I don't know if you know, but do they had judges there that had a hip hop pedigree?
Nah,
because if they didn't, I would take an issue with that.
I can't say 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But they let that lady get away with doing the glowworm.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that looked bad.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
The people who were judging that, they couldn't have been like real seriously a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like it was a mockery that was made of the art.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's individuals. Shout out to Ken Swift. Shout out to Legs. You know, shout out to a lot of the breakers. Freeze.
Right.
You know, Mr. Wiggles and all them. Them guys, they fucking pioneered some shit. You know, based on a battle, based on expression, based on a competition. Not an Olympic competition where we graded on a point system. Like, fuck that. The crowd is what judged those fucking breakdance battles. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
So for that shit to be in the Olympics, it was just all the way weird.
Yeah.
But
I thought
shout out to everybody who did participate. If you won an award, you won an award. Kudos to you. But from what I understand, they're not bringing it back this round.
Right.
This go around. I think it's going to be in L.A., the Olympics, in L.A.
I think so, yeah.
In L.A., I guess the committee in L.A. said, fuck that. You're not going to bring that embarrassment here.
Yeah,
Because,
it was poorly represented. Yeah, it was, man. It was poorly represented.
Yeah, and they should have really done some really, like, a lot better screening in those that were going to compete. If you were going to take it there, like, come on, your first year, like, this lady did the glowworm, dog.
Wow.
She looked so crazy. I was like, what is she doing?
She should have spent
It
on
was
her head,
worth- yo,
right? It
listen,
probably
that
would have
shit-
been more entertaining.
Fam, that shit was worse than the lady Dina who did the breakdance videos, remember?
Yeah.
And popping is like this, and breaking, and this is hip hop, and
Yeah.
it was worse than that.
Damn.
And I thought it couldn't get no worse than that.
Right,
But it was worse than that. So yeah, man, like, please leave the fucking
Yeah, you know what it
Leave
is?
that
Is
shit
that
out
they're
the
not
Olympics.
getting advised by the right people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our legends are still around.
Yeah.
So why not tap in with them
Well-
and really get some insight? You know, hey, this is how it was back then.
There's a
and try
lot
to
of
replicate
legends that didn't want to be involved.
Oh, okay. So.
Let's just say that. I
Okay.
know for a fact.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention y'all brothers' names, but
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was two breakers, two legends
Okay.
that I actually spoke to. Like, yo,
Yeah.
we're not getting behind that.
Yeah.
We're not getting behind that.
Yeah. It's
That's
just that
not the culture.
right.
We're not getting behind that.
Got you.
But let's take a quick shift real quick.
No doubt.
Let's do this quick game
Okay.
of word association.
Okay. I like this.
All right.
Let's do it.
And then we're gonna get back into talking more about the micro dramas and stuff you got going on and stuff you've done.
No doubt.
Because we definitely gonna touch on the vilified banker.
Right.
Cause yeah, when we touch on that, y'all gotta watch it. You
Right.
gotta watch it. The story was so dope
Yeah.
that I was like, wow, okay.
Thanks,
The
bro.
shit that was going on, and it's an older film, so it was.
No,
you
it
know,
is 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, it was shot, a little bit, in the older, state, or
1080.
whatever.
Yeah, it was 1080. But it was 2017 though. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Yeah. So.
But I look at like,
Mhm.
when I watch something, I'm watching it for the story.
Right.
The story was amazing,
Thank you, brother.
and we're gonna touch on that.
No doubt.
But let's get to this word association. You know what word association is? Have you
No
ever
doubt.
played
No.
this game?
Well, I watched your podcast, so
Okay.
I'm familiar, and
Great.
you know.
So let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, I would say legendary, man, in the sport. You know,
Yeah.
legendary.
True indeed.
I mean, I believe we're like the same age, so he's been
Legendary
around
drunk.
since 18.
Legendary drunk. Okay.
Yeah, legendary. yeah. He may want to leave that bottle alone, but
You
you
want to
know.
leave the fucking pills alone. Mr. Tiger Woo, leave the pills alone, my
Leave
friend.
them pills alone, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if you're gonna do
they're
that, at
making
least
you-
stay off the road.
They're
you know
making
what
them
I'm
do horrible things.
Yeah,
Making them do horrible things.
saying? Yeah, it's crazy.
Sexy Red.
Oh wow, Sexy Red. I gotta be real with you. I'm not really into female rappers. I think I'm gonna take the late Sean Price approach on that.
Okay.
No disrespect to the female rappers, but she's not someone I would listen to. So,
shit.
and like
out
I
to
said,
Sean Price.
yeah. Rest in peace, Sean Price. Shout out to Sexy Red too.
Rest in peace, Sean Price. There was nothing more legendary than that fucking response.
Yeah. Oh, you
he
remember
said,
that response, right?
What?
Yeah.
Damn. He's
I've
like,
shared the same
I don't
attitude,
fuck with
dude.
female rappers.
And-
You know
and-
what?
and-
No
and-
disrespect to him, but I don't fuck with him.
And don't get me wrong, I respect the female legends. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
I was big on MC Light, Rod Digger back in the days, but it's just you
Shout out
kind
to
of
my
grab
big
it.
sis, Queen Latifah, man.
No doubt,
Love
big
you,
shout
baby.
out to them.
Word
yeah.
up, we
shout
love
out
you.
to Rod Digger too.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's like I said, I'm no knock the female rappers, but it's
Yeah.
just I'm gonna always
not for
graduate.
you.
You're right. I'm gravitate more towards lyricism.
Shout out to Sexy Red, though.
Yeah.
You are an amazing piece of work. That's all I am gonna say.
Right.
Tribe Called Quest.
Wow, Tribe Called Quest. We talking my high school memories. Oh man, legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary and
must agree.
iconic. I would have to say iconic because
I must agree.
what I like about Tribe Called Quest is that they were comfortable being themselves.
Yeah.
You know how like in hip hop, there's always a stigma. Yo, you got to be a tough guy.
Yeah.
You got to be a thug. These guys, they
They
didn't have
were
to be
part
that
of a
way.
whole different movement.
Yeah, and the beats, brother.
Ooh,
Wee, man.
That a lot of individuals are starting to sample their shit now and bring it back. Shout out to my boy Tash from the Alcoholics.
Oh yeah,
He,
Tash is dope. Alcoholics is dope.
Yeah,
Shout out to
he
them.
went and reflipped one of the Tribe joints. Oh my God,
He
the
did?
record is
Okay.
so dope. The
Oh,
record is dope.
Oh, I gotta hear
Dope.
that.
I
You gotta
played it
send
on
me
my
that.
show a
You
couple
gotta
of
send me
times.
that.
And then they did the remix.
Yeah.
With all the members of the Alcoholics crew.
Oh, word?
Like, you know,
okay,
they got
with
the
J.
whole
Rowe
Licks
and
crew,
them and
J.
everything?
Rowe, everybody's on the one record. King
Oh.
T.
King
all of
T.
it. I was like,
Whoa,
yo.
King T, that's a legend
When he
right
sent
there.
me the remix, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Played it right away.
Oh.
Word.
Oh, you gotta send me
but
the link to that,
I'll
brother.
definitely
I want
link
to
you with that.
tap into that. So,
Rock Marciano.
yo, Rock Marciano, let me tell you something, man. That guy's the epitome of coolness and lyricism. That guy right there, like Rock Marciano, could say some shit, regular shit, and just stand and pause for a second, and that shit just hits, yo. Like Richard Gere's my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I listen to Richard Gere, like I want to put on something
Shout
nice.
out to Rock.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to him,
Rock
man.
been nice for years, man.
For years, man. For years, man. As a producer, I would love to, you know, to make something fun, man.
No doubt.
You know, I think he's the godfather of a lot of this underground hip hop movement that's going on, and you know what I'm saying. He definitely influenced like the Griseldas in them and all that. You know, that's pretty. You know,
he stuck to his
evident.
guns when everybody was doing everything else.
Right,
because
exactly.
they wanted to fit in. He stuck to his guns.
He did. He did.
Remained who he was, stuck to that sound.
Right.
And it worked. It fucking worked for him. It worked for Griselda. Shout out to Wes. Shout out to Conway. Shout out to Benny.
No doubt.
Shout out to the whole, you know, Derringer. Shout out to their whole crew. You know, it worked.
No, it worked, man.
But yes, he is the forefather of this new wave of this resurgence of boom bap.
Right.
The underground, the spitters, the guys that can really rap though.
Right.
He is the resurgence. They all, you know, aspire to be Rock Marcy. You know, he's like at the top of that list. You know.
Yeah, that's why I call him the Padrino. He's the godfather because, like, I honestly, and it's funny because people always say, oh, you know, hip hop. If you really think about it, like boom bap never really went away. So people like Rock kind of kept it afloat. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It never went away. There was always gonna be an underground network.
Always, right.
You know, whether it was here in the States or overseas where they really appreciate the fucking boom bap.
Oh man,
you go to Germany, you go to fucking Amsterdam, you go to, you know, some of these places, and man, Switzerland, you know, they love authentic traditional rap music.
Man, I love that. I respect that they do that because we need to have people here with that same sentiment, man.
Well, there's a really big growing community here in the States of the underground boom bap individuals, but the state of events, hosting events and all that, that whole shit is like a dying thing. You know, one, a lot of the real true hip hop heads, they're getting older.
Right,
you know that. You know, we all getting to a point where it's like, damn, by 9 o'clock, I want to be home. I don't want to be going out at 9, 10, 11 o'clock to go to a show.
Right.
So, you know, it's changing. A lot of shit's changed. But shout out to Rock Marciano, man. Let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Los Angeles.
You know, it's funny. I haven't been to LA yet. I haven't, believe it or not.
Wow, as a movie guy, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
holy shit.
Everybody says the same thing, but keep in mind there is a film industry in New York.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But
it's funny you say
I haven't
that.
got the opportunity, but
it's funny you say that because they just opened up the what is that, Lionsgate?
Oh, here in Yonkers, right? Oh,
I was like, oh shit. Yeah. You know, they moving up.
They're gonna be popping everywhere. Cause see, what it is that these movie companies, they find that it's a little bit cheaper to own and operate studios outside of Hollywood.
I see them now. They got this new campaign, Hollywood on the Hudson.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
And then also too, certain states is giving them tax breaks as well too. So you know what
because
I mean?
It was crazy. You know about the show Blue Bloods.
Blue Bloods,
and the spinoff is Boston Blue.
Right.
You know, everybody thinks that show is filmed in Boston. It's not. It's filmed in Toronto.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And shout out to Donnie, man. We're getting ready to work on some stuff with Don for the show. Some music.
Donnie Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually my mentor's like right hand man, one of his like people. So yeah, but let's move on. So
yes, sir. What we got?
Donald Trump.
Well, I pretty much could say everything. You know, the same thing everyone says. You know, I think he's a gangster, man. He's like a political gangster, man. He just does whatever
just
the
political.
fuck
He's
he
not
wants.
just the political gangster. Motherfucker been a gangster.
No
He's
doubt.
the gangster of fucking real estate from way back in the days, like everything. But I seen something today. I don't know if it's appropriate to speak on it, but if what I seen today is true, because I don't know, you know, AI nowadays, you don't know what the fuck is true. But if it is true, damn that man. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, homies going to other countries, kidnapping them, and You know that. You know, to me that's gangster shit.
Fucking crazy.
You know, I mean that's something honestly that I would write in a movie. You hear me? So you know.
No doubt.
You know the stuff that he does is crazy.
He's a fucking animal. Mobb Deep.
Oh, Mobb Deep, man, classic, man. I would say, especially with Havoc's production, probably one of the most slept on. To me, he's just organically, man. Everything he does is just gritty, man. And you know, R.I.P. to Prodigy, man. Prodigy was definitely
He's one of the homies, man.
Yeah, he was one of your homies. Yeah. He's definitely, to me, I know he's celebrated, but in some regards, he was kind of underrated as well, too.
Yeah.
He was definitely an underrated lyricist. Yeah, at the time.
He was underrated. A lot of people didn't want to respect him because of, I guess, some of his outbursts, you know, some of the things he had said, which later came to be fucking true shit. You know, at the time, motherfuckers was looking at P like he was crazy.
Right.
But years later, now motherfuckers is like, damn, this dude was really a genius. You know what I mean? They want to give him his flowers after he's gone.
Isn't that the case for a lot of artists, unfortunately?
Yeah, and it's fucked up. You know, it was tragic with P, man, because I was telling somebody the other day, a young producer, he makes beats and shit, and I was telling him, he was saying like, you know, he takes acapellas and he puts them to his beats.
Gotcha.
And I was like, yo, fam, don't ever use a Prodigy acapella for any of your beats. And he was like, why? I said, because Prodigy's so dope, even if your beat is whack, it's going to make your beat sound fire. So you can't go based off of Prodigy, son.
Right.
Prodigy's flow, cadence, delivery, wordplay, the way he put the shit together, and the way like some of his bars kind of fell on a off. Fam, yeah, fuck that. That nigga was crazy with it.
Yeah,
you know
definitely,
what I mean?
and he definitely had great chemistry, man, when he was doing things with Alchemist, man.
Yeah,
You know,
him
like
and-
that Albert Einstein album was dope.
Shout out
You
to
know what I'm
Allen, man.
saying? Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely a legend.
Them guys together, this is a dangerous duo. Word up. And it started with the Bumpy Johnson album, I think it was. The Return
I think
of the
so.
Mac
Yeah,
or
it was
some
the
shit.
the Return of the Mac. It was like in suits and all that. The
When I
the
heard that shit, I
1930
was like,
gangster
yo, what
suits.
the fuck?
Yeah, the shits was.
Yeah, bro. And that's
know?
when I knew. I said, yeah, all right. This nigga got something to say. Now, outside of Mobb Deep.
No, he does.
You know, like, that's when I realized, though. Because he had the HNIC shit. And I was like, all right, this is just like, to me, no disrespect.
Right.
HNIC was kind of just like an extension to like a Mob album.
Right. It was.
But when I heard that Return of the Mac,
The Return of the Mac. Yeah.
I said, nah, this nigga got something to say by itself. Like, really got something to say outside of the Mob.
No doubt.
Word.
I mean,
So
he was a
rest in peace
profound
to
MC,
fucking-
man. He was definitely a profound MC.
Yeah,
you know
rest in
what I'm
peace to
saying?
fucking.
Definitely, man. And there was a couple of like spitters, man, that died recently, man.
And
That
I was
felt,
just gonna say,
yeah, no,
$500,000.
$500,000 or
The
okay.
rapper,
Oh yeah.
$500,000.
Yeah, I wasn't too familiar with him, but I
He's the
respect.
one that he had the record on the Belly soundtrack. The some niggas blood, some niggas crip,
Oh, okay,
some
got
niggas
you.
dog, and other niggas is bitch. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
If you really paid attention to like, cause he didn't have a whole lot of music out. You know, he died early in his career.
Right.
Fuck, pay attention. That boy was rapping.
Yeah, it
Word up.
was another spitter too, man, from the BX. Remember Fred the Godson?
Oh God.
He was ill with the analogies, and even most recently, one of my other favorite lyricists.
I say that Fred,
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
cut you
Yeah,
off, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
say that Fred
Yeah.
probably had the most impressive delivery.
Wordplay.
The
too.
way he did, but he said the most simple shit,
The simple shit. Yeah.
but the way he fucking delivered it. It was just like, yo, there was a freestyle he did to the Best of Both Worlds beat.
Oh, I remember. Oh, he killed that freestyle. Dude, I can't even remember the bars, but I know how great those bars were. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Axel Leon as well, who was
Okay.
down with Fred the Godson.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about Axel, Spanish kid that was down with him.
I heard of him, not know too much. You know what I'm saying?
Another
Big
fucking
shout out
animal.
to him,
But
though.
Fred,
Okay.
yeah.
And even most recently, one of my favorite lyricists of all time, Chino XL.
Yeah, rest in peace to Chino,
crazy
man.
ill. You know what I'm saying? So we lost a few spitters, man. The last
Yeah, I don't want to
years,
get
man.
too deep into the Chino shit, but
Right.
at the time of his death, I was working with somebody who was in the process of doing a joint album with him. They were in the talks, and like they had like 2 or 3 records already formulated. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And nobody expected that.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like
yeah.
having conversations with Chi, you would have never.
Right.
But
You know?
then hearing the last album,
Oh, and yeah, I heard some dark themes to it. Yeah. But he dropped. There's a couple of things that's out there that
you listen to that last album. There's like 3 songs that are like back to back.
Yeah.
He's basically telling you what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
That's crazy. Yeah. Kind
That how as an engineer, you know, I'm an engineer. I've recorded tons of rappers. If I hear somebody say something just a little out of pocket, I'm gonna be like, yo, son, even if I don't know you like that, like, yo, you good, my nigga?
Right. You're gonna check his temperature. You're gonna be like,
yo, you all right, man?
Right,
like,
right.
Is there something outside that you need to, you know, deal with?
Right.
Like, that ain't the way to do it. You know what I mean? It could be, you know, motherfucker could be like, nah, it's just a concept. You know what I mean? And it would have been a dope concept. But if you knew Chi and then you hear that, you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when I heard that album, you could tell he was in a dark place. You know what I'm saying?
Dark,
in
but
a real dark place. But
you wouldn't have known.
Right.
You spoke to him on a daily basis, you wouldn't have known.
Right.
Never gave a sign of any of it.
And I know,
like I said,
nobody.
I was working with somebody who was like, it was a conversation every day about this project that they were gonna do, and you would have never gotten that vibe from him.
Wow, that's
so
crazy.
It was like, damn. And I was a fan of Chino since he dropped his first shit, the No Complex.
Oh yeah, Here to Save You All, classic,
oh my
dude.
God.
Classic.
I say this, and I told somebody this the other day. No offense to my brother who's sitting in the background, who's a big Eminem fan.
Okay.
Eminem's whole style came from Chino Excel. From the singing, the way he did the singing on his shit, to the concepts of I'm a shitbag, I'm a piece of shit, all that whole talking down about himself, that was Chino Excel first.
You know what, boss? I'm glad you brought that up because I've always said that behind the scenes.
Fam, he got a song
His style's
on that
predicated
album.
from Chino's style.
Bro, he got a song. Chino got a song on his first album called Creep. I'm a creep.
I'm a creep, of course.
I'm a loser.
Right.
Yo, I heard that shit again recently, and I was like, wait a minute. It's where Eminem got his whole fucking style from that one song.
He did.
I was like, yo, flow, cadence, concept, down to some of the delivery. I was like, yo, but now, is Eminem nice? Yes, he's a fucking animal.
Nice.
The nigga took that and he elevated that shit to another style.
Right.
But Chi was the fucking seed.
Oh yeah, he was ahead of his time. Yo, dogs, let me tell you something. Like, I still listen to records 20 years down the line, and I'm still picking up metaphors that I didn't pick up 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Some
saying?
of these motherfuckers is thinking way too advanced.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt.
What we got?
Dave East.
Dave East, dope artist. Dope artist. I want to say out of all the younger artists, he's probably the one that has kind of kept the balance, I think. Like, he makes joints with Griselda, and, you know, he also makes joints, it looks like, with, you know, cats of his generation. And so he kind of brings a balance.
He's well-versed, I give him that.
He's well-versed, yeah.
He's well-versed.
That's the better word.
He can kind of jump in any lane.
Right.
But, Dave, I love you, man, but I don't know, son. Them projects you did with Scram,
Yeah, Scram
they
Jones
just
is
wasn't
dope.
it. And yeah, Scram is dope.
Right.
But they just wasn't it. I'm like, I couldn't even like try to grasp of where they were trying to go with it. Because to me, it sounded a little chaotic and just like it was a mess.
Right.
You know what I mean? But shout out to Davies, man.
Yeah, shout out to him.
We still don't know exactly where you're from. We don't know if you're from Queens, Harlem, Jersey, though. Like, I'm just saying, you know. I'm trying to figure that out, but
you know what's crazy, right? There's a lot of collab.
around, man.
We always see a lot of collabos, but it's like if the chemistry doesn't hit, it
Yeah.
doesn't sound right. Like you could have an album with Primo or whoever's, the top producer, the top MC. If they don't gel in the studio, if their music don't talk to each other and there's no chemistry, it's not
Yeah.
really gonna gel. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just putting a bunch of big names together. That's all.
Yeah.
So
And honestly, I want to say this, but I don't want to get in trouble later with
Okay.
some of my peers. Primo, we love you. You a legend. Somebody needs to give you some new drum sounds.
Oh wow.
And I'm saying that
Yeah.
like as a fan, as a person who loves this culture, who loves your legacy and what you've done.
Respect.
But some of your drums on some of these projects,
What was your take on the Nas joint? I thought it was
so
good.
I'm glad you brought that up in a sense, because now I get to get this shit off my chest.
Okay.
So I listened to the Nas album with Primo, and listened to it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Listen to the first record. It was typical
Right.
scratch intro,
Yeah.
typical boom bap drum.
Of course. Right.
I'm like, all right. Then they got to New York State of Mind Part 3, and I wanted to punch my computer.
Okay, so that was the one track you didn't like. I like the Get Ready joint. That one is dope.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. He took the little break beat.
Yeah, that was dope.
Did the same thing with the time shit. The time keeps on slipping.
Yeah.
That was cool.
The Steve Miller, right?
But now let's get to the get down, right? So in 2020, I released a record called Graph Wars. I produced it. It's about graffiti, featuring an artist named Joss One. He's talking about graffiti, legendary graffiti artist.
Okay.
Now I'm listening to this Nas album, and there's a song on this album called Writers.
Writers, yup, heard it.
I can go into the song and show you where at least 9 to 12 of those bars are from our record, Graph Wars.
Interesting.
Like, not verbatim, word for word.
What concept?
Same
Conceptual?
fucking concept, dude. So I was a little taken aback by that.
Right.
I was like, fuck. Now, how they could have heard the shit was only one way. I'm not going to mention the motherfucker, but if you did play the shit for Primo, because apparently the record was Premier's idea.
Oh.
It wasn't even Nas's idea. Nas ain't no graffiti artist.
Right.
Primo was like, yo, let's do a record for graffiti artists. Now, the individual, who I'm not going to mention his fucking name, is cool with Primo.
Interesting.
And had the record because I sent them the record. And at the time, I was sending them all my work as soon as it was done.
Okay, so you put the dots together.
So I'm like, wait a minute. You probably played this shit for Preem. Preem heard this and was like, well, this didn't really take off. It ain't a hit. Let's have Nas write the same concept. So my man, Joss One, hears the record. I hit him up. See, yo, you hear the new Nas album? Called me right away. Yo, fam, I know you hear the bars. Like, it's too much of the same shit going on.
Too similar, right? It's too similar, right?
So, I was like a 50-50 on the fence. Now, was the song dope? Of course.
Yeah, of course. It's Nas. It's Nas.
I'm not a hater. The song is dope. The song is dope. It's actually the best record on the album.
Right.
Hands down. It's the best record on the album. Best produced, best written, everything. That was the best record writers.
Right.
But all together as a whole project, in my opinion, Preem,
Yeah.
he got it on some records. It's not like how when we were hearing Preem do Group Home, we were hearing him do, J. Rue the Damager.
Right.
The Gangsta. It was like every record was like banga, banga.
Right, but that
banga.
was his peak and that was his run. And that run is what made him legendary. You know what I'm saying? I think.
But if you're going to continue to do that same style, keep that banga, banga. And I don't hear that no more. It's like the drums went from being to this.
Right.
It's like,
Do you think it's the equipment?
of
they're
course, it
using?
has a
Right,
lot
right.
to do with the digital thing. You know, it's the shit is thinner now. Some of the,
Right.
but now they're making all these newer devices, right? They got
Right,
the
right.
new the MPC extra large or X or whatever.
Yeah,
the
I see
fuck
that little
they wanna
mini
call it.
ski beats is
They got
playing
the
with and all that.
MPC
Right.
sample.
Right.
You know, he messes with the Renaissance, from what I understand, the
Okay.
MPC Renaissance,
Okay.
which is strictly software based. It's not standalone.
It's not standalone. It's
No.
not drum pads or nothing like
Well,
that.
it's drum pads,
got
but
drum
it's
pads?
you
Okay.
need to plug it into a computer. It doesn't work
Gotcha.
on its own like the other MPCs that are coming out now.
Mm-hmm,
But I don't know if that's it. In my opinion, it's the drums he's using, the sounds, the kicks, the snares. Like they just, I don't know, it's not hitting.
Right.
I still love you. I'm a fan of your work
yeah,
and all
of
that. But that just wasn't it for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the Nas Primo album.
Right. I think it builds so much anticipation that when people heard it, they wanted to hear something way better. Because they're
Yeah.
like, oh, people have been asking for it for 20 years, so you figured they was gonna carve it out like fine
I
art,
honestly think
so
they
I
would.
think that
I
that's
think they were 25 years too late.
yeah.
I think they should have done that album right after Nas did I Am.
That's a fair assessment. I think so too, because
After they did the
Yeah.
Nas is like, they should have dropped the fucking album, because when they did Nas is like, that was when people were like, oh shit, their chemistry is really crazy.
exactly
Because
crazy.
they heard it on the first one with the New York State of Mind
New York State
and
of Mind.
representing all that. But when they heard, man, listen,
Yeah, they should have did it because the chemistry would have been fresher.
chemistry right after Nas is like was like, yo, what the fuck? Nas was at his peak rapping.
Right. No, I agree with you.
And Primo had them fucking monster ass beats.
Yeah.
But they waited 25 years too long.
Yeah.
And we got what we got. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane is a legend, man. He's another one that always exhibited that coolness, man. Like, I think what had heard him, and I remember, obviously I've been around long enough to remember, like when he got on that Prince of Darkness tip.
Yeah.
I think that kind of took away a little of his stigma.
Yeah, when he
during
got
that
into the
time.
sexy chocolate shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I because
work. I get the job done.
yeah,
I work.
nah, because Kane. Shout out to Kane. He's
Listen,
obviously
Kane is one of the best lyricists to ever fucking touch a mic, bro.
right. He really is. His wordplay is immaculate.
Come on, man. He wrote all that shit for Biz, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Come on, fam.
Rest in peace to Biz,
Rest
man.
in peace to Biz Markie.
Word.
Yo,
Yeah.
talk about Bismarck.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're working on a possible biopic.
Biz Markie? Yeah.
Like
okay.
they want to make a biofilm about
Okay.
Bismarck's life.
Okay.
From what I understand,
Mm-hmm.
Nori's like the top candidate to play Bismarck.
Him out of all people?
That's my reaction as well.
Because and it's no disrespect to Nori, but I don't know him for having any acting chops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I don't know how
Yeah.
that, but
I don't know how they're gonna pull that
wild.
one off. Yeah,
yeah, that's wild. Word.
You know?
And I know they're working on the Snoop biopic.
Yeah, and he's starring, not executive producing, because executive producing makes sense.
They want
you know?
him to play Bismarck.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that don't even, it's not adding up to me.
Yo, the casting will be crazy for that, because think about it. They got to get actors to play the Juice Crew. Who's going to play Marley Marl? Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's going to play Mr. Magic? You know what I'm saying?
They would get the same girl who did the Shantae movie to play Shantae.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to play Master
did a good
Ace, Greg
job.
G, So
She did a good job,
Okay.
Yeah, the Master Ace, man. Shout out to Master Ace.
That's also one of my...
It's horrible that you lost that battle the way you did, big bro.
That's also one of my aspirations, man. Some point in my career, I will write a hip-hop biopic. I don't know which artist, but, I got a few to kind of, look through or dibble-dabble. I mean, unfortunately, we lost a lot of...
it's just about getting, the rights. And I look at it like this, too. The person ain't got to be deceased in order for them to have a biopic.
No, you're absolutely right.
'Cause
You're
look,
absolutely right.
Snoop is working on his now. They did
Right.
the NWA, and the only one that was deceased was Easy. Everybody else is still alive from NWA.
Right, that is true. Well, yeah, except for, obviously for Easy.
Shout out to DJ Yellow.
Oh,
Word.
DJ Yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
And MC
solid-
Ran is still out
solid
there
guy.
doing his ring
Solid
thing,
guy.
too.
Shout out to DJ Yellow. Very solid individual.
Okay.
Word up. Pause. You know, these young guys. Pause and all that.
Oh man, I'm sick
shout
of
out
that,
to
brother.
DJ Yella.
Yeah.
Yella was doing some things, man, on the West Coast. You know,
nice.
with the movie shit, with the
Okay.
production. You know, he was in the porno. You know,
Oh,
he was
I didn't
doing
even know
porno.
that.
Yeah,
I
he was
didn't
in
even
the
know he
porno,
was in the
but
porn industry.
He was like
What's-
up there, like he was like one of the kings
dudes?
of that shit on the
Of that
West.
industry? Wow.
Yeah, man. But
Didn't
shout
this
out-
guy get into it or something similar with Akinelli back?
Akinelli?
Didn't he get into that
got
type
strip
of
clubs.
industry or
Got
something?
strip clubs.
Strip clubs. Okay.
He's got strip clubs now.
Okay.
He got
Oh, you
them
got
in
strip clubs
Miami.
since. Oh, okay.
Apparently, he's got like the biggest and the best strip club in Miami
Yeah.
right now.
Another ill MC from back in the days too.
Stupendous.
Yeah.
Stupendous. Word. Talking about Queens, since
Yeah.
we in Queens right now.
Okay.
Shout out to Nasir Jones on the fucking casino move.
Oh yeah, that's big, man. You see, let me tell you something about Nas. Nas is a reflection of hip hop evolution.
Yeah.
Because you know, like hip hop always have this stigma. You know, you got to be from the streets, you got to be thug. You know, you got to be criminal.
Yeah.
No one never looks at it from like a corporate standpoint. I mean, yeah, you got people that do that's in the business.
Yeah.
But let's keep it real. Holistically, when you think of hip hop, you think of the streets.
Yeah.
And this is how hip hop is evolving. That now.
It's
You-
you thinking about hip hop and it's a business. Like motherfuckers
Right,
could really
it's-
elevate. It's a doorway.
It's a doorway, exactly.
It is.
Man,
It's been a
Right.
doorway since
Right.
you know Fresh Prince. Just think
Right.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fresh Prince, the first motherfucker who went, had platinum albums, and then had big hit TV shows and movies.
And movies and stuff, right?
Hip
right.
hop.
Yeah, everything predicates from it. You know,
Hip-hop.
everything predicates from the culture. man.
Hip-hop.
Hence why we here, brother.
Facts. All right. Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. You know, it's funny. I respect him now as a real estate mogul because I don't know if you know. I think that's what he's doing. But back then, I mean, you know, listen, I was a third base fan. I didn't like, you know, I didn't like his music back then.
A lot of people made a mockery of,
big time, yeah.
of Ice.
Yeah.
Not realizing,
Yeah.
motherfucker was smart, man.
He was smart, you know.
Smart
He-
dude.
He was smart because he used that money to
Motherfucker,
get
he-
into something else.
Still to this day, he
Yeah.
can get on that stage and perform that shit, and people know the record.
Yeah. But you know, it's funny. If he would have came out in this era, I feel like he would have been more accepted. I mean, that might sound weird, but the way the industry is and the weirdness of some of these artists,
I get that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get
I
that.
think he would have transitioned well, and I think he would not have faced that ridicule.
He would have been accepted a
Yeah.
little bit more, yeah, because
Yeah.
now you got, you know, you have the weird trippy reds and all that, and
Yeah.
outside of the box rap.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you got your, you know, I don't want to say no names and all that, but you know
G-Eazys.
what I'm saying.
You know
yeah.
the G-Eazys.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah. But let me tell you
Well, hold on,
something.
what's the new kid what's his
Yeah,
name? The
yeah.
one that did the new white kid that did
Which
the
one?
album.
Mhm.
The fuck is his name? White boy that just dropped the album.
Just dropped the
He
album?
did that.
Yeah.
He got the I don't like no whips and chains. What's his
Isn't
name?
that Jack Harlow? Okay.
All right, so
He could spit, he could
No,
spit.
listen, he just dropped a new album. Homie's singing on some neo soul shit, running around the streets with a paper bag on his head.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
think
listened to the album. I was like, yo, you know what? Let me give it a shot.
he got his invitation to the barbecue and got real comfortable.
What? I was bugging. I was like, yo, this kid is tripping. Shout out to Jack Harlow. I know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
DJ Drama
Yeah.
is angry right now because, you know, he signed a Drama.
Okay.
DJ Drama signed him.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Drama, who
Yeah.
I just recently found out. Yo, Drama's a smart motherfucker. I didn't know he signed Lil Uzi Vert. He
Wow.
discovered Lil Uzi.
Oh, I
and
didn't
he
even know
signed
that.
him.
I didn't even know that.
And Lil Uzi's been signed to Drama from day one.
Wow.
And he signed Jack Harlow.
Wow.
Harlow's a DJ Drama's
He's-
artist.
He's on his mogul shit. Man.
I'm like, yeah, head
Yeah,
Drama.
Yeah, he's on his mogul
Not only
shit.
did you come for the mixtapes, nigga, you done capitalized, son.
Yeah, come on,
Word up.
that's mogul moves right there, boy.
Hell yeah.
You know?
All right, moving on.
Yes, sir.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, you know, I'm not one that get into politics, but I would have to say from our generation, he's probably one of the best presidents, you know? I know some people would disagree with that, but, you know, I'm not always the man
I'm kind
to
of
talk
50-50
about politics.
with that guy. I'm 50-50 with him because I feel like, yeah, he came in, he did a lot,
Right.
but he also kind of got lazy. in his second term. Kind of just like was like whatever. You know, I'm Barack Obama. You know, I got the guy. I'm the president who comes out with the hip hop playlist and.
He was one thing. He was definitely the president with swag, though. No doubt about that.
Of course.
No doubt.
In my opinion, in the last, you know, since my existence, best president I could actually say I've experienced and witnessed.
Yeah.
It's probably Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton? Okay.
Bill Clinton was really for the fucking people, son.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was also for that chick, but you know, he was with cigars and places.
Cigars. He was playing saxophones and shit. You know, in the '90s.
dude was really for the people, man, and he was for the minority. You know, he's for everybody, but he's really for the minority. He really wanted people to win. So yeah, I gotta say, Bill Clinton was probably the best fucking president. But Barack Obama definitely did a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Did a lot of shit, but he gave people free phones and shit.
Yeah,
he gave people free
the Obamacares, and all that.
Obamacare and all that. And then, you know, Donald El Trompo Cabron came and snatched everything away from everyone.
Yeah, basically.
Word up. Rakim.
Oh, Rakim, icon, man. Let's just put it this way. If it wasn't for Rakim birthed the style of so many MCs, even the ones that's legendary now. Like, obviously Nas would tell you that.
Yeah, so, he birthed the next generation of rap.
He's just like the yeah. If there's anything, a bigger word to say than an icon, Rakim is that.
To me, he birthed the golden era.
He really did.
Because before that, you had a hip hop, hip hop, bop, you know?
Yeah.
And Rakim came with his flow
and substance in those lyrics.
And it was like, oh shit. Before that, it was about the party. You know what I mean? A lot of people were doing the party, and then he came. Then it, you know, gave room for the KRS Ones and everyone else. But yeah, man, Rakim.
Like I think he made hip hop more serious. Like, you know, you listen to a Rakim record, even from Microphone Fiend. It's not a gangster record, but that by no means is it a soft record. You know, you just listen to it and you get like a quiet aggression to it because you know he gave off that type of aura. You know, because he, you know, Rakim is never one that had to raise his voice to get his point across. Yeah. So,
all right, I got two more and then we're done here. Boot Camp Click.
Legendary, man. Legendary. Yeah, man, just a collective of MCs. I would have to say them and probably DITC are probably like one of my most favorite collective, hip-hop collectives of, you know, more, Boot Camp Clip, more of the MCs, but more on the producer side, DITC.
Yeah,
so
shout out to Digging in the Crates, though. The motherfuckers have some rappers, too. Come on, Big L.
They're the best, man.
Lord Finesse.
Yeah, it's
when
crazy.
You listen to Finesse's first two albums, man, holy shit.
Yeah, like,
that boy was rapping.
Yeah, like, what was your thoughts on, I know they dropped the Big L album, and I didn't see no producers from DITC on it. Which was like, had me scratching my head, and I'm like, what's going on? Not even Lord Finesse?
Rest in peace to Big L.
To Big L, of course, right. But you know where I'm going with.
L didn't have enough material.
No, he didn't. He didn't have it. He didn't live long enough.
A lot of that stuff was recycled. A lot of it we already heard.
That's true.
They just put it to new beats.
Right.
You know, they're trying to feed his family, you know, trying to feed his peoples and all that. Shout out to Nas for that. But when I heard this shit, I was like, this sound like a put together mixtape. Like,
and
like a blend tape.
Right.
It sound like a blend tape. You know, it was the same thing with the, you know, he did that whole the Icon series where it was like the bunch of Icon albums he put out. The best one out that whole series was the Slick Rick.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, Slick Rick shit was fire.
Okay. Because I like the De La Soul joint too.
De La shit was cool.
Right. Ghostface
I'm not gonna
album,
front. De La Soul's album
Yeah.
kind of depressed me a little bit. It made me fall in because it was the Dave.
It was missing Dave. Yeah, it was missing Dave. Yeah,
missing Dave, and then the message, like, it was weird. It was like if Dave was there coming from the afterlife, and it was just it was kind of weird, the dynamic. But.
Right, but you know, on the positive side, I think it really highlighted Pasta Noose rhyme ability because think about it, there's such a tandem at times. You don't get a chance to appreciate, you know what I'm saying? So Pasta,
like that.
yeah. So when I was listening to the album, I was like, Pasta News. A lot of people don't talk about him, but he's a clever MC, man.
Pasta really fucking rap.
He could rap, yeah. Word. He could rap, and I think
now that you put it like that, I'm like,
I think now he shines more, obviously by default.
Yeah,
you know
but I
saying?
still feel like out of that whole series, production wise, song concepts,
right.
Just something fresh.
Right.
Slick Rick. That Slick Rick album. I was bugging off the fact he had 2 house records on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I know you're here. I know you're into the house joints.
Like, oh, shit.
Right.
But it was even bigger for me because Idris Elba executive produced it with them. You know, he he curated it. Yeah, he curated the whole project, the Slick Rick shit.
Okay. Yeah, I know he's hip hop oriented.
Backstory. Yeah, quick backstory about Idris Elba.
Right.
So a guy I grew up with from my projects, DJ French Riviera, was the resident DJ at a spot called Madam X.
Madam X,
on the Lower East Side, over there on what is that, Houston Street, I think it was. And for years, the guy who worked the door, the security guy, was Idris Elba.
Oh, okay.
It's back before he was an actor.
I heard he was a DJ and all that.
Well, he's a DJ now, but back before any of that, he was the door guy. He was the security guy.
Oh, okay.
At Madam X.
Okay.
But he was also the nigga we bought weed off of. He had good weed.
Yeah, okay.
So sometimes we would walk from the projects and go up to Madam X and go cop some weed and then go back to the Jacks. Years later, I don't realize this, but years later, my boy French is like, yo, you remember the dude that used to work the door, used to get the weed? I'm like, yeah. See, yo, you know that's that actor dude from The Wire.
Stringer Bell.
I said, nah, you gotta be kidding me. Now, mind you, back then he had dreads. He had like braids, like, you know, they were like dreads. I go sit down and watch The Wire, and I'm like, he said, yeah, you remember the British dude? He had the accent. I'm like, and I go watch this, I'm like, but this nigga ain't got no accent. The fuck? But yeah, same guy. We used to buy weed off of him and shit.
That's what makes him a good actor. The fact you don't even know he's a British.
It's like the fucking kid who did Snowfall.
Oh, that Damon. I think it's Damon Idris. Yeah,
another
Damon.
one.
Yeah. Oh, he's up and
British.
Well, not that he's up and coming. He's already here, but he's definitely on that A-list level right now, making movies with Brad Pitt and all that. So yeah, he's
come on.
Yeah, and that Snowfall series, man, super dope, super dope. Too bad this guy John Singleton, you know, wasn't around for the for the ending of it. But, but he laid the foundation, and you know, and it was a great show. You know,
John Singleton, who
no doubt, rest in peace.
You know, a movie guy. You know,
hip hop orientated.
He was another one that was fucking legend, a great.
No doubt, inspiration to me, man.
So now I heard a rumor, and I want to ask you your take on it.
Gotcha.
There's a rumor floating in the industry that they're getting ready to redo Belly. What do you think about that?
My thoughts on it, and I'm gonna tell you overall, my thoughts on recreating classics, I don't like it. Because I feel like in regards to creativity and talent, you should always come up with something original. Like I've heard whispers about them remaking a Scarface movie.
Well,
which is crazy to me because that's an iconic movie.
Apparently, it's not going to be an actual remake. It's going to be a whole new movie, not based on Tony Montana. They're basing it on another character, but it's going to be the Scarface theme of a movie.
Right.
Just like I'm not a fan of them with this whole. They're making a Heat Part 2.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that.
They're actually in the process of doing it. They're supposed to be now when Neil and them are younger. Before the big heist where they all do the, you know, the shooting in the regular one, in the regular movie.
Right.
I don't know if I'm such a fan of that whole prequel, and because I feel like since The Godfather, they kind of fucked that up.
Right.
Because in order for you to really like get The Godfather, you got to watch 2, 1, and then 3. And to me, 3 is fucking a movie on its own. It's dun-dun-dun-dun.
Let me tell you from a filmmaker's perspective, because you mentioned about prequels. Prequels is cool, but if you're gonna have a prequel in your production, it gotta move the story along.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just take the audience back on memory lane and then that scene or whatever particular instance doesn't have no significance to the actual premise of what's going on.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, in filmmaking, there's a cardinal rule. They always say you shouldn't have no more than 1 or 2 flashbacks.
Yeah.
In a production, because it confuses the audience. It's like, okay, I want to see what's going on in the present time. Why you keep taking me back? So if you take me back, it better say something about the story to push it along.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So,
of course.
Yeah. So when you ask about those remakes, honestly, as a filmmaker, I really don't agree with remakes. I mean, if they do it, it gotta make sense, or it gotta be like a movie that they did like fucking like 50, 60 years ago that, you know, neither me and you know nothing about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
there was some, I
yeah.
think that, I can't remember the name. There was one movie that was like but matter of fact, The Italian Job.
Oh, The Italian, yeah, that was a remake too.
That was a remake.
Right.
But they did it well.
They did.
It was a well-made movie. It was well casted. It was fucking great cast. You had Mark Wahlberg,
Right.
Charlize Theron, fucking Donald Sutherland,
Yeah, like an all-star cast. And,
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking great, but it was also, they stuck to the original movie, the original concept. They even did the little cars with the fucking, with the Mini Coopers and all that. You know, but it was a good remake.
Right.
It wasn't a shitty remake. Some
Right.
of these shits are like shitty.
They really are, but you know, and it's funny, man, because it's like there are exceptions, and maybe Italian Job was, but when they do it with the classic movies, that's when they kill it for me, because I'm like, classics you're supposed to leave alone. Okay,
Don't touch it.
if you want to, let's say, use hip hop as an analogy, you know, it was written, there would never, you know, no, it was Nas Illmatic. There would
Illmatic.
never be another Illmatic again.
And he tells people that.
Right. Yeah,
tells
it
people
would
that.
never be, because the energy and the time and, you know,
It's
everything
always
was
forward.
different.
It's always forward progress.
Right.
It's always forward. You can't just keep dwelling on
Right.
the past. But let's move
Yeah,
on.
no
So
doubt.
let's get into. I want to talk about you know the vilified banker thing.
Ah, the vilified bank.
So-
Okay.
Vilified banker, that was completely independent, correct?
Yeah, it was. It was actually my first short film. Initially, our aim was to make it a feature. But you know, when you're doing this thing on your own, you know, from your own pocket,
Budget.
it's kind of hard. So we wind up making a mini movie.
Okay.
And it was about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it actually premiered in the Hip Hop Film Festival in 2018. So,
I remember that.
yeah, big shout out to the Hip Hop Film Festival, CR Capers.
Word.
You know,
I
the
remember
founder.
that. This is great. This is a great movie.
Thank you, man. I
gotta say
appreciate that. Appreciate
we
it.
were just talking about it off camera.
Right.
How maybe a little bit, it may have been a little bit, I guess, dated now because of the film quality.
The quality, right,
You know,
right,
the
right.
1080 or whatever. But the story
The story is still.
was great.
Thank you,
You
man.
know, I gotta hand it to you there. The story was great. When I watch some shit, I'm paying attention to the story. Where's this taking me? You know what I'm saying? Where's the story going? What's the details? You know?
Right. Well,
And there were a lot of great details in that. So your writing is exceptional, and it was
Thank you, brother.
captured. You know, it was captured. So now you have some new projects coming, right? The micro dramas. Do you
right.
have
Harbor Thoughts, right.
Do you have any short films in the works?
Well, I don't have any short films. I do have 2 short comedies that's on my YouTube channel at
Okay.
Sixx the Concept YouTube. But I'm trying to really nowadays I focus more on developing pilots
Yeah.
and features. This whole micro drama thing, it actually fell on my lap. Not that it fell on my lap, but Harbor Thoughts originally was designed to be a feature. So I just basically took the feature movie script and just converted it into a micro drama series.
it
So
down.
instead of giving people, let's say, an hour and a half,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna chop it up into 40 different episodes and just keep it
Nice.
tantalizing. You know, for the short attention span.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is now? The science is you gotta give them, how can I put it to you this way? You can't give them too much, but you can't give them too little. So you gotta find the
Gotta
right
do
balance.
Just enough.
Right. So 90 seconds is enough time for you, for you to get the hook, for you to get the climax, and then the cliffhanger.
Okay.
And then you tune in to the next episode.
Hell
so,
yeah.
you know.
That's dope.
So that's the whole psychology behind it. You know?
Outside of the micro dramas, what else you got going on?
Well, as far as producing is concerned, you know, I still, you know, produce. Most recently, I've worked a lot with Fran News. So,
Okay.
You know, Fran News is an artist, you know, and definitely shout out to Fran News. Definitely look him up on Spotify.
Yeah.
And I got about, I would say 4 songs with him.
Okay.
One of them is called Well Deserved. We have a video out,
Word,
you know,
word.
that's in the YouTube space.
Uh-huh.
So I'm always looking to make music. And then last year, I was able to work on a documentary. So I'm also scoring as well too, because I
Nice.
score all my films. You know?
Nice.
So you know, when you're doing stuff yourself, you got to cut costs. So the
Hell
best way to do
yeah.
it, as you know, is to do it yourself. So
Fuck yeah. I do everything myself. I became such like a one-man operation that I was like, y'all don't need nobody, man.
right.
I went and found a camera that fucking does the self-tracking. So I could go shoot a video without having somebody hold the camera if need be. You know what I'm
Nice,
saying?
nice.
Because I got tired of waiting around, so I get that. You
Right,
know what
right,
I mean?
right.
Even though I am a retired rapper, you probably will not be getting another
Retired? I
album.
thought you still rapping, man. You got some
I got
joints out
bars,
there?
but
Yeah, you definitely got bars, man.
I released the album not too long ago, but
Right.
I don't have the Ghana no more.
Nah?
The anymore.
Oh, okay.
For those that don't understand, I don't have the will no more. Like
To rhyme anymore, nah?
I sit down and I write and I'm like, okay, like what's next?
Right.
You know, it's not entertaining, I guess,
Right,
anymore.
right. Well, you know what it is? Yeah.
I said so much. You know, I've put out so many projects. Like I put out what? 9 albums in 3-4 years. Like,
It's a lot.
you know, and I just kept. And then, you know, when I lost my son, I kind of, it stung me, you know. It took me a little while to snap out of it.
Right,
And
right.
I recently just put like 3 albums out back to back within like months apart. And I was like, all right, I need to break.
Right.
And in the midst of that break, I was like, fuck that. I don't even know if I want to write no more, you know? And I wrote recently, but
Right.
probably won't be recording and putting out
Right.
full lengths.
Well, you know, it's funny, brother. I know you got the love, you know, for this culture. So you never know. Later down, you might find something inspiring, and you may
Yeah.
just grab the mic and be like, you know what? Let me do a quick album. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm also not pleased with the state of rap.
Okay.
I don't know, this is gonna sound crazy, but I
Yeah.
guess in my older age now, I guess it's like, yo, you know what? I don't want to hear the same shit no more.
I feel that.
What happened to the fun in rap? There's no more fun in it.
Yeah.
Everything is, I'll shoot you, beat you up, kill you, how much drugs I could sell, how
Right,
many
right.
chains I could wear.
Right.
What happened to the good records? You know, like I was the other day when I was live DJing and was playing Kid and Play and Salt and Pepper, and I'm like, these were fun records.
They were.
Kwame,
Right.
fun records.
But you know, hip hop was so different now. It's like
We need to get back to the fun
we need
records.
yeah.
The other day on my show, there was a kid who I can't remember the name, but he submitted the record.
Right.
And I had heard the first like maybe minute, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna play this on the show. As I'm playing it, and it gets like halfway into the record, I'm like, this fucking record is dope. Because he wasn't talking about shooting nobody, stabbing nobody, killing nobody, selling drugs, doing this. I'm like, we need more of this shit. It had a jazzy, upbeat, you know? And then that's another thing with this fucking rap shit, and I'm guilty of it myself as an artist.
Right.
The tempo
Right.
has slowed down so much. Back in the days, I could show you all the rap records. Look, for instance, perfect example, Fushnickens. It's 100 BPMs.
It's a dope record, by the way.
It's 100 BPMs, right? Nowadays, I go through a playlist.
Right.
I go through a fucking playlist to go play on my show.
Right.
Most of the songs are not anything over 87 BPMs, bro.
Wow.
So if I'm playing 20 songs and the show starts, it's starting at 68 BPMs to 70 BPMs because, you know, you go from slower to faster.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, everybody's shit is dumb slow. And then everybody's trying to take the Rock Marciano approach.
Yeah.
The drumless sample, just the loop.
I have my reservations about that. I respect it because I'm a
Some
producer.
of it is dope.
Some of it, right? Some of it.
Some of it is really, really dope because I do it.
Right.
But some of that shit is like, yo, what the fuck, bro? What is this? Then another thing I don't like is some of these younger kids now that rap. This whole offbeat, they sound like it's like abstract poetry type.
Oh yeah.
Over the beat.
Right.
There's only one kid that I've heard lately that does that style that I actually was like, let me listen to this. And I was like, he's dope. He's all over the place in his flow, but everything that's coming out of his mouth is fire.
Right.
He's telling you a dope ass story. His name is Enro Holden or something like that. Enro.
Yeah, I heard of him. Right?
Yo.
Doesn't he rhyme with He's affiliated with Rock Marciano, I think. Right?
Oh yeah. Yo, I had first heard about him because Cam. Killer Cam spoke on him. Cam was like, yeah, you know, there's this guy I listen to, and I was like, let me go see what Cam's listening to. Yo, the kid's nice. But he has that crazy abstract flow. But yeah, man, I probably won't be rapping anytime soon. But,
Right.
You know, well, with the micro dramas, when can we plan on seeing these?
Well, yeah. Well, right now, of course, I'm still a lot of things are percolating, so we still kind of like in the pre-production stages. But once everything's said and done, I anticipate on launching them sometime later this year.
Okay.
You know, because the thing is when it comes to film, it's like fine art, man. You gotta sometimes take your time with it and
shit.
Right. You gotta really paint the canvas right. You know, so
make
you know,
right.
so right. So me and my team, you know, we definitely want to make sure that.
Word. I know you want to shout out some people.
Oh yeah. I got to shout out the Harbor Thoughts cast, and also too, keep in mind everything that I do is on IMDb, and I always advertise IMDb because to me that's the link to everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So when people tap on to Harbor Thoughts, they're gonna see the rest of my cast, and I'll read them. So of course the lead actor is gonna be Larice King. He's playing Bruce.
Okay, shout out to Larice.
Like Larice King, and I also got my man Frankie K. He told me to call him Frankie K. He's gonna play Gary, and I got my brother Tank Kelly.
Okay.
He's gonna play OG Remo. My guy George Lopez. He's also a producer as well.
Okay.
He's gonna play Rohan Domingo.
All right.
And I also got a talented actress. Her name is Albania Matos. She's playing Jasmine. I got my guy Raymond Lopez. He's playing Manny.
Nice.
I got my guy Preston Lawrence playing Donnie. And my homegirl Megan Lee is playing Shelly, and I'm playing this character called Darby.
Nice.
So I'm in it too.
That's a huge cast.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like some special shit. That's a nice cast.
It really is because I'm creating like an ecosystem with these characters where a lot of them are gonna take the persona and they're gonna be promoting themselves and the characters as well. So you know, so that's all part of the whole plan and
Dope
everything. So
concept.
So yeah, so after this, you know, people when they go on my page, they're gonna start seeing a lot of visuals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
You know,
let the people know where they can find you on social media.
No doubt, you could definitely find me on IG. I only really do IG, TikTok, and YouTube. So you could find me on IG at Villy6. And also on TikTok at Sixx the Concept.
No doubt. And shout out the name of your company.
Creative Vision.
There you go. We here. This is Under the Pavement, the podcast. This is episode 4. We here with Villy6. We getting ready to wrap this up. I appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
Appreciate you, brother, for having me, man.
No doubt.
Always got to support, you know.
Yeah, man.
People coming from the mud, man.
For those of y'all that tap in, that don't know about this guy, go tap in with him, man. He got some dope shit, and he's got some dope shit on the way. Trust me. Word up. It's William Bostic, man. Love and peace, peace and love, and fuck you today, tomorrow, and any other day.
Peace and blessings, y'all.